It's pizza night tonight on Grilling with the Guru. We got pizza in the wood-fired oven.
Fornetta?
We got bread pudding made with donuts. Grilling with the Guru starts
Right now. Hey guys, welcome back to Grilling with the Guru. Hey Kurt, what you got ready? You got some donuts, man.
donuts.
What you gonna do with that?
I'm gonna make bread pudding. You told me
I did.
the other week, you said, man, my wife goes to Shreveport a few times a year. They go get bread pudding at this place.
I
They
think
use
her,
donuts.
I think her name is Melissa, and they use day-old donuts.
Day-old
just like
donuts.
your boys. Who gave you that?
I called Cherie over at Gotros. Gotros on in Scott and in Rain. But I called her. She said, Cherie, I need some donuts. She said, what are you doing? I need some donuts.
So instead of
thanks to
using
Gotros,
bread
right?
for bread, but we're using donut, which is virtually a bread.
Absolutely. But
Already
we're
sugared and
going to
everything.
cut back on our sugar a little bit from
Right.
our normal recipe
Right.
because we have a lot of sweetness here. I'm going to tell y'all, I made this over the weekend.
Now, okay, so you told me to get some white chocolate.
That's right.
Chips. Man, look what I got.
You got
Willy Wonka bar.
It's Italian night. You got Italian white chocolate.
And how you say that right? Gardale?
Ghirardelli.
Ghirardelli. You heard say that 3 times real fast.
No.
And I think if we open that, they're gonna have a golden ticket, and we might go on a trip.
We're
right?
going to win no matter what.
Oh yeah, because that bread pudding's gonna be good.
What you got in your hand?
Okay, that's the chicken breast. Guys, we're using this. We're gonna cook it in the oven, the wood-fired oven. That's a Fornetta outdoor oven. A lot of people say, oh, it's a pizza oven. No, it's an outdoor wood-fired oven. Anything you cook in your oven, you can do that. It's a wood-fired oven. But we're gonna smoke this and grill this
This is for our pizza.
for our pizzas. And we season it with a little butter rub, and we threw a little bit of Italian seasoning because it's a Italian night. So
Italian
that's how
night.
we're gonna roll. So Kurt,
While
you
he's
tell them
doing
how you're
that,
gonna do that.
I'm doing this. All right, guys. So look, a base recipe for. Oh, listen to that. Sizzle.
You heard that sizzle?
A base recipe for bread pudding is about 3 cups of day-old bread that's cubed. Well, donuts don't have the absorption power that regular bread does, so you got to juice it up a little bit. Like I said, I practiced this during the weekend. So we have you're gonna use about 8 donuts, right? So it's gonna come out to 4 cups, chopped up or diced or whatever. So that's what we're gonna go with. But first, we're gonna have to do 5 eggs.
Eggs. And we
why'd
talked
you do
about
that?
coffee.
Yeah.
You talked
we
about
wanted,
the
We
coffee?
wanted to make it kind of like tiramisu. So we said, hey, why don't we put a little coffee? We'll do half of the liquid coffee and half of the liquid milk.
Because isn't cooking it a lot like experimenting? Like we're some like little scientists.
To me, it is.
And if it sounds good, it probably is good. So yeah,
Until it's bad.
until it's bad. But you put coffee in anything, it's gonna be good.
So look, guys, no big deal here. It doesn't matter if you mess it up. I just cut them into 8s, right? So I'm gonna do 8 of them like that, and then keep cracking eggs.
5 eggs, right?
5 eggs. Always crack them on the side. Don't crack them on the side of the bowl. Crack them on the board in case you get any shells.
Shells.
I was about to say peelings, like it's an orange.
Oh, yeah, you can call it a peeling.
It don't matter.
It's your thing. Do what
matter.
you wanna do.
So all bread pudding is a custard that has bread in it. You can do this with rice. You can do it with almost any starch. I don't think I tried with potato.
No, not potatoes, cool, y'all.
Hey,
But look, it smells
willing
like
to try.
donuts. I don't know if y'all can. I know y'all can't smell that because we're on TV, but that smells incredible already.
All right.
You want me to whisk this up?
put it to it.
Now,
All right. To that, we're going to add a cup of sugar, regular old white sugar. You'll see some recipes that call for brown sugar. If you want to use brown sugar, use brown sugar. That's fine. All right. We're going to add this is 1 cup coffee, 1 cup strong coffee, 1 cup milk
beautiful.
from South. Now, here's where the love comes in.
We're talking off camera with Matt. What's the difference between the vanilla extracts and stuff like that?
Well, vanilla extract is exactly what it sounds like. It's vanilla. It's the byproducts of vanilla beans that have been soaked in alcohol, and then the flavors extracted that way. This is the real deal from Mexico. Vanilla grows best in 2 places. I'm gonna add about 2 teaspoons of this, guys. 1, 2. Okay,
Let me smell that.
go ahead. Vanilla grows best in about 2 places in the world. One's Madagascar.
Why does that smell so good?
Well, 3
God
places.
did good. He did good.
Yeah, he did. Madagascar, Tahiti, Uganda is coming on right now, but Mexico. So if you know people that go on cruises, they come back with bottles and bottles of vanilla. Why?
Like Matt,
Because it's
like Matt experienced.
some of the best in the world. That's
Said,
why.
Matt said, I'm going to get me a bottle of tequila. Everybody's walking on the boat with extract.
That's right, with vanilla.
With vanilla.
Cinnamon. A good 2 teaspoons to a tablespoon, okay? So can you overdo it? Yes, but boy, it's hard. Comme ça. Right? All right, so once this is mixed together, then we're gonna have to introduce the bread and we'll have to let it sit a little while and soak.
Let it soak
Okay?
it up.
In the meantime, you need to have a well-greased pan. If you do not have a well-greased pan, you're gonna have a well-stuck pan. Pretty much how it's gonna work out for you.
Now we're doing all this in that oven because we're doing it at like 350, 400, somewhere in there. But then we talked about the glaze or the sauce.
Yes,
Okay, tell them
we're
about the sauce.
going to make a white chocolate bourbon sauce to go on top of this. Traditionally, you do not
Rum.
bourbon, rum.
Rum.
And we're going to use local rum that's Satsuma flavored.
Bayou rum.
Bayou rum.
Out there going towards Lake Charles on the left-hand side.
That's right. They have tours over there.
They do.
They have
and
tours
it's,
over
it's
there.
free. They want you to go.
Yes.
Even I think they let you drink a little bit if you drink. I don't drink, but that's all right.
And you know where the sugar for that comes from? Right
The
in back.
sugar cane.
Right in back.
Oh, yeah.
There's a sugar processing plant right in back.
That's right.
All right, guys. Hey, we got to take a break.
You got to wash up.
I got to wash up. We got to get our bread pudding in the pan.
Don't take this the wrong way. I just want to suck on your fingers.
That's a whole nother show.
Okay, y'all thought that.
That's a whole nother show. G-rated, right?
G-rated.
Y'all come back, see us, guys.
All right.
Welcome back to the show, guys. Keith, what we got, man?
Bread pudding for days.
With donuts.
Donuts.
Guys, here's a little quick lesson on chocolate. The squares you see kind of look like, Matt said, they kind of look like marshmallows, and he's right, they caramelize. But you see, they're still firm. That's a baking chocolate. And you see, Keith just put these chips on here. He just out of the oven, and they're
Right.
soft.
Oh, yeah.
A lot more cocoa fat in the baking chocolate than in the chips.
And they're both good.
They're both good. It's just that they're going to melt at different rates. So if you put this in there and you bake, it's going to just disperse. They'll be indistinguishable.
Right.
Now we're going to mix all this up.
It's gonna be just right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a lot going on. Okay, we got
A lot going on.
We got the bread pudding. Matt,
Yep.
Dylan, take that. Okay, we got the chicken. We did the beautiful chicken. Look at that chicken, y'all.
That's nice. Did that in the
In the
Fornetta oven.
Outdoor oven. That's
outdoor
right.
oven. That's right.
That's right.
Everything's being cooked on that tonight.
Yeah.
So we're doing chicken to put on our
Pizzas.
pizzas. So we're going to just make us some little slices like this.
Right.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Look
we
at the
already
juice coming out.
sampled that, but I'm gonna try one more.
Just to be sure. Quality control is key on grilling with the Guru, guys.
We got a studio audience too. We gave them a sample. I think they liked it them too.
I think they did them too. Like that. Then we're going to do this one.
That's some beautiful meatball. Okay, so you did this homemade marinara sauce,
Homemade marinara sauce.
and then we got the freshly grated Parmesan cheese over there that we did off camera.
Yes.
Now we're doing one with the traditional marinara sauce, but we're gonna do another one with the pesto, right?
Yeah, just a little something different. We're going to do a couple. Now, look, guys, pizza's pizza. You can do whatever you want to do. And heads up, if you want to find out how to make that marinara sauce, that's next week's show.
That's right. So you gotta go out and watch again.
You got to watch again.
That's right.
So, yeah, so we're going to do one with traditional marinara sauce, kind of like a meat lovers with some different. And then we got the spinach, and you got some feta cheese.
And yellow tomatoes.
Yellow tomatoes,
Yep.
chicken. And
Oh,
we're going
yeah.
to do a little pesto sauce, so it's going to be different, a little lighter,
Right.
right?
Right.
But just as good.
And we're gonna do it in the wood-fired oven, and we're jacking the temperature right now. We're
My
about-
back's getting hot.
Oh, yeah, it's getting hot.
It's getting hot right here,
And,
folks.
and you made the homemade dough.
Yeah, okay, talking about the dough. See, bread flour, kind of important. The reason why you want bread flour is because it has a high gluten content. So it's gluten content. That's what makes it elastic and stringy. This
Right.
is what we want. So whenever you're mixing it in your mixer, after you add all your ingredients and it comes together, now you got to knead it, okay? So you got two choices. You can do the old school way, which is push and pull and push and pull, and that's fine if that's what you want to do. Or you can leave it in your mixer on a medium speed for about 8 or 9 minutes.
After it's
gonna
already mixed.
And it's going to seem like a long time. You're like, man, this thing's going to break.
Do.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Yeah.
And what it's going to have a silky smooth texture. And when it bakes, all that gluten's going to come together and it's going to crisp right up, but still be chewy in the middle.
Okay, now I got to throw you a little curveball.
Come
Okay,
on.
So
Come on.
we did that because you had that equipment.
Right.
and some people either don't have that equipment or don't have the desire to spend that much time making their own dough.
That's right.
I mean, I've been to the grocery store and I bought the Chef Boyardee pizza dough in a can and made some homemade pizzas, rolled it out, and it's pretty good.
You can do it that way.
Yeah.
Is it going to be the best dough you ever have? No.
Right.
But it's better than nothing.
It's
It's better than those pre-baked doughs.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I'm not gonna mention no names,
Right. But it's better than those.
because all the other ingredients are fresh. You know,
Now, what you can do is call your local pizza place and ask them if they'll sell you some dough.
and they do.
And they do.
They do.
And it's already proofed. It's already ready to go. They'll hand you 2-3 balls of dough.
And we're not gonna mention any names, Dino's. We're not
Right, we're not even gonna mention
Chris's,
Dino's
we're
or
not gonna-
BJ's or anything like that. You know, no, nobody
Pizza
like that.
Village. You know.
Right, Pizza
Yeah.
Shack and Appaloosa's
Yeah,
or whatever. I
yeah,
mean, you know, that's fine.
Yeah.
But
JJ's.
yeah.
Support your local people.
yeah, support the local people. Yeah, don't go to Blaze Pizza and ask for that. They ain't gonna.
No.
But yeah, so you could do that. That's another alternative. You got to buy it and use it in the same day, the next day, the latest. But that's okay. If you get a little bit of planning, then there you go.
Right.
Right. So we did that. We roasted. While we was away, we roasted some Italian sausage in the oven too.
That's
In
right.
the same pan that we did this in. That
So-
pan's getting the work out.
That pan is getting a workout, but
I'm
it's a
beating
lot
up.
of love.
Ooh, I'm beating up. That
Now-
oven's got to be getting up there, boy.
And now we're not Fernetta outdoor oven, but if we were on a Cajun grill, if we had a gas grill,
Absolutely.
any kind of grill, you just want to get it really hot.
Yeah, what's nice about this is it's insulated all around, so it captures the heat and keeps it in there. So
And
when
the
you're gonna,
stainless steel at the top is blasting
so it radiates down,
Yeah.
and that's what you want. That's what makes a pizza cook on two sides at once.
That's right.
Those old brick ovens, that's how they work. They have fire brick on the inside, so when you have your fire source, your heat source inside, there's more bouncing down than there is coming from the actual logs themselves.
Right.
So and that's how it works.
That's right. And Fornetta in Italian means what?
Oven.
Oven. It's an oven.
So they kind of got it.
They got it.
They kind of got it.
So yeah, why don't we go ahead and I'm gonna move this chicken out the way.
let's
You
get
want to
that
start
done.
rolling some
And,
dough?
Yep,
You wanna throw-
I'll wipe that down. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Let's go to break. We'll clean this up, and then we'll start making pizza when we come back.
What y'all think about that? Y'all come back.
Come see us, guys.
Hey guys, we're making some homemade bread pudding with some donuts. You hear me? And look, Bayou rum is tangerine,
This is Satsuma.
Satsuma flavored. And you're gonna be going in the kitchen. This is the only thing it's the first time we haven't done this. Now, if we were on a Cajun grill, we could have done this.
We could have done
We
it.
got enough space.
The only
but
problem, we could do it here. The only problem is you have to stir in the pot, and you're gonna burn yourself. Ow!
No.
Ow. So anyway.
you're gonna go in the kitchen and you're gonna make the sauce.
Yeah, we're gonna make the sauce. Okay.
Tell them
so
how you're gonna make the sauce.
real simple. Half cup of sugar. We broke up about 3 ounces of that beautiful white chocolate, that Ghirardelli white chocolate. Half a stick of butter. We're gonna add about a half a cup of cream, like that. We're gonna add about
That much rum.
BDM, about that much.
About that much.
About that much rum. And this is the secret, guys. Cayenne pepper.
A little bit.
And when I mean a little bit,
Just a dash.
and you say, wow, that don't make any difference. But it does. Learned that from a Swedish chef years ago. I was assistant. He was making a strudel, and I was helping him. And he said, y'all have some red pepper? I said, well, we got cayenne. He said, yeah, cayenne. That's what he wants. What for? And he told me, he said, it opens the palate, and it makes the dessert taste better. You can taste more of the flavors inside.
Well, I wouldn't
smell-
argue with a Swedish about
Swedish pastry chef.
about anything having to do with pastries and desserts. They invented this stuff.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
So I've done it ever since, and it is in my head, but it works well. The other thing I put in there was a little pinch of salt.
Right.
And now the butter's unsalted, so I said, Kurt, why don't you use salted butter? Because I don't know how much salt's in salted butter.
Right.
So I put about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt in there.
Okay, well, let's go. We got to eat this stuff.
All right, all right,
so,
all right.
so look, we're going to throw it to commercial.
Y'all come back. We're making pizzas, and we're having white chocolate sauce to go with our donut bread pudding. Come back, see us, guys.
Y'all don't go nowhere. Hey guys, welcome back. Hey, Kurt, this is delicious.
Huh? Little Satsuma rum, white chocolate
White chocolate.
sauce to go on our donut bread pudding.
You put that on anything, it'd be good.
I think a Cartar,
A shoe.
something like that would be fun. Yeah, the old tennis shoe, something like that.
Oh, Dylan said you can have the bread pudding, but I'm taking the sauce home.
That took every bit of 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Every bit of
you weren't
fun.
gone. We were just kind of chit-chatting over here, and next thing you know, you came back and it's done.
But it's time to make pizza.
Oh, let's make some pizza.
make
Let's get this off.
All right. So guys, we talked about the dough earlier. I'm gonna tell you the recipe for this dough, and then we're gonna have it posted. 7 cups of bread flour, 2 3/4 cups of warm water, about 3 tablespoons of olive oil, tablespoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of sugar, and I like to use Fleshman's pizza yeast. It's pizza yeast that rises instantly. Now, if you let it sit, it'll rise like normal yeast, but its intention is you make your dough, roll it out, and you bake your pizza, and it'll rise the right amount, and it does work.
Right.
So, you have the purists. I can hear y'all already hacking away your keyboards. That's not good. Authentic pizza dough. Make your own pizza dough.
That's right.
This one will turn out a perfectly good pizza dough that's crusty on the outside, chewy in the middle, and it works every time. Been doing it a lot. So, out of that, you make a lot of dough.
You said that was that's 9 pounds of dough.
About.
About.
Yeah. So, you need about a 10 or 11 ounce ball to make about a 12-inch pizza.
12, 13 inches.
And you don't, well, you can make as big a pizza as you want, but you don't really want more than that because the peel that we use is about that big.
Right.
So you don't want to make a pizza bigger than the peel because it's not taking it out, putting it in. It's going to hang over the sides and everything goes away. So, all right. So you see it's nice and pliable.
Roll
Take
it
our
out.
rolling pin.
Now, we've done pizza on the show before.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, and we're doing it a little different this time, but
Well, we have a different piece of equipment. We have a piece of equipment that's a little bit more designed for what we're doing.
exactly.
And we're using a mixer to make our dough, which is going to be a little bit more consistent than mixing the dough by hand, which you can do if you want. So how thin to get it depends on how thin you want it. I like to get it very thin
I do too.
because it's going to poof up a little bit. It's going to proof a little bit when we put it in. And besides, I
You
want
use that word too, poof?
poof.
I like saying that word, poof.
Poof.
It's just gonna poof up a little bit.
One of my daughter's friends call it poof.
Man, you really?
Don't know why.
Don't know why. So and pizza, you know, when you buy it in a restaurant, it's perfectly round and stuff. It don't have to be perfectly round when you cook it in your backyard.
Absolutely not.
No.
If you want it perfectly round, make it perfectly round. If you say, whoa, that looks crazy, just stretch it out a little bit. Okay?
Right.
So the other secret, what I like to do is we need to get the peel, which is right here. And then we're going to get some cornmeal, right? So a lot of traditional pizza places use semolina flour. If you could find semolina flour, use semolina flour. I use cornmeal, okay? I like to make the pizza on the peel because it's easier to slide onto the stone. You see, I just said don't make it bigger than the peel, so
I got a big appeal too, man. But that's good.
just like that. That's gonna be fine. All right. So the second biggest problem people have with pizza is they over sauce and they over top. I mean, you eat homemade pizza, that thing's stacked this high, you know.
Yeah, we don't need that.
So you don't need much sauce. So that's a tablespoon, and I'm gonna put one more tablespoon.
You just want to wet the dough.
You just want to wet the dough because as this cooks, it's going to liquefy a little bit, and it's going to spread out. Besides, you don't want to eat tomato bread. Well, maybe you do want to eat tomato bread.
Everybody's different.
Everybody's
bro.
different.
Yeah.
Put as much as you want, but I like to put that much. Put as much as you want. Okay.
Now this
so
is gonna be your pizza. I say your pizza. I'm gonna make mine with feta and the chicken, and
cheese me.
you want to put cheese next?
Cheese. And don't over cheese.
You put cheese just on the bottom. You come back on top. After
No,
you
I
put your
generally
meat,
just put it on the bottom.
Just on the bottom.
You see like that? That's
You
good.
good with that?
That's good. That's fine.
Okay.
So then the same. We're gonna use the same rule of thumb with all of our ingredients. This pepperoni is pepperoni that they cut in the deli. It's not the prepackaged kind. Well, I guess initially it was prepackaged, but I find that one a little bit better. And then I have some ham. Gonna be a carnivore pizza here.
Boy, yeah.
And then I have some Italian sausage.
That we pre-cooked in the Fornetta oven.
Yes, we did. So we're just gonna put a couple dots. Don't eat much. And you can see already how it's starting to build up in the middle, and you don't want that. You want it to be as equal
Nice
as you can.
and consistent.
As consistent as you can all the way around. Okay?
You putting anything else on yours?
Yes, I want some Parmesan cheese on mine because I love Parmesan cheese.
You freshly grated some?
I did, and it went away.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, it's over there.
I got it. Just ask and you shall receive.
Look at that, boy. A little Parmesan. That's it. I'm going in the oven.
You going like that?
We're about 525.
Yeah, it's really hot.
Really, really hot. Give it a quick pull when you slide it in. Jerk back, lift up a little bit. With the cornmeal, it'll slide right off.
All right.
So we're gonna do another one right now.
We're gonna do one more, and that's
We're gonna do Keith's pizza.
we're gonna do Keith's pizza like that. Okay, so again, we talked about that we're doing it on the Fornetta outdoor oven, which is not just for pizzas; it's an outdoor oven.
It's an outdoor oven.
First thing we cooked in that thing over at Percy Guidry's was 4 baby back ribs. Unbelievable.
The first thing we cooked tonight was bread pudding
Bread pudding.
and chicken breast.
That's right. So it's literally an outdoor oven. You can do as much or as little as you want on it. And but we talked about if you don't have a legitimate outdoor oven, you can do it on a grill. You can do it.
We've done pizza on the Cajun grill. You could do it on any heat source. The biggest benefit is that you want radiant heat. You want some heat bouncing back to cook the top at the same time. Now at 525 degrees, how long is this pizza going to take? About 4 minutes. Okay.
I'm looking over your shoulder. The crust is already bubbling
Look
up.
at that. Yep. So
Matter of fact, while you're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and spin it around.
go ahead. All right, guys, keep staying in the oven. We're gonna finish making this pizza. When y'all come back, it's time to plate up. I think it's gonna be time to eat. Y'all come back and see it.
Hey guys, I'm speechless. I mean,
Come see.
let the
Come here,
pizza talk for itself, bro.
You hear that? You hear that?
Nice and crispy.
Watch, you hear that?
Listen to the crunch. Crunch.
Lord have mercy. Listen to that thing slide.
Now I know that the chicken with the feta and the yellow tomatoes. I said that was mine, but you've been kind of eyeing my pizza, bro.
You better get it.
Now I'll tell you what though, Dylan, he wants to take his pizza, and he wants to put some of that the sauce for the
For the bread pudding?
for the bread pudding on his pizza. Can you believe that?
I can believe it, and I can't believe he's going to do it.
Oh yeah. So look at
Speaking
that.
of that, we made
at
bread
that.
pudding out of donuts because somebody said, "Why don't y'all make bread pudding out of donuts?"
Because we can.
Because we can. And we made a Satsuma rum white chocolate sauce to go on top of it. Look at that. Oh,
In our studio audience, we got to get out here so they can try some of this stuff.
they fixing to run us over.
Okay, so recap.
Okay, so it was just pizza night. We used a new piece of equipment, all right?
Fornetta
The
oven.
Fornetta outdoor oven.
That's right, wood-fired oven.
Wood-fired oven. So we have natural lump charcoal in there. We spiked it with cherry as we went along. We had the ability to get some smoke flavor and not get your nose on
I
it.
can smell the wood.
So we made our own dough. We prepped our toppings. We talked about homemade tomato sauce, which you got to watch next week's show to get that.
He spent all weekend making this homemade tomato
We
sauce.
did a pesto sauce. You did the yellow tomatoes. We talked about how you can do
Feta
anything you want.
cheese.
525, 550 degrees. Took about 4 minutes to cook them, and
bread pudding.
bread pudding. And that was made in the oven too.
That was.
We made everything. Okay?
Except the sauce,
Except
but
the sauce, but that's because we just couldn't stir it.
we
That's
couldn't
all right.
stir it. That's all right.
But hey, guys, thank y'all so much for joining us. This looks fantastic, and this is something you can do. You don't have to have this oven. It's nice if you have it, but you can do it yourself in whatever you have, even a regular oven. Oh, that's hot. Oh, you're going to burn the roof. Thanks for watching Grill with the Guru. We will see y'all next time.
Peace out.